name is Fohansin Chanji. I'm a journalist communicator. A better Cameroon would be that Cameroon where the justice system is independent and respected. A better Cameroon would be that Cameroon where human rights are being respected, where there is freedom of press and expression, where there is development spearheaded by the regime in power. A better Cameroon is that Cameroon where we won't be seeing road accidents everywhere because of the bad state of the roads. Talk of the Douala Yaoundé road that does not have a dual carriage, just one way. A better Cameroon is that Cameroon where someone will not be in power for 40 years and counting. A better Cameroon is that Cameroon where all heads are put together to alleviate the poverty situation of the country, where people will not live below $1 a day.
If I were to imagine a better Cameroon, I would say, off the top of my head, a better Cameroon is a Cameroon that has good roads. Yeah, good roads. We have a lot of hard to reach places in Cameroon. A lot of places that are very difficult to reach. A lot of unaccessible villages, and it's a problem because in these places we have a lot of food stuff. For example, just one example, that are very cheap, but just to transport them to towns, it's very difficult. That when it once it gets to town, it becomes very expensive, making life difficult for everybody. So in Cameroon, if all the roads were paved, like every major division, every major village is very accessible, you generally have things less expensive in the cities, and life will be easy for everybody. And of course, like we know, where a road passes, development always follows. So if roads are paved, that alone will naturally open the door for a lot of development, making life easy for people, creating jobs, creating businesses, making goods and services available in all areas, making it easy to trade and all the like.
A better Cameroon looks like a country where the road infrastructure permits one to displace goods, services, and persons within a record time, thereby making business transactions faster and more reliable, thereby increasing economic growth.
The kind of Cameroon where people will not be scrambling to go to Europe. People in Europe and other parts of the continent will be scrambling to come to Cameroon. It's not just by lips that Cameroon is Africa in miniature. It should also include governance. It should include transparency. It should also include the rights of Cameroonians.
The price of fuel is really high. I mean, and it's only getting higher and higher, and that makes things very difficult. A better Cameroon, I would say, we have affordable fuel, which makes it easy to fuel our vehicles and move around, which makes cost of transportation go down too, making it easy for people to transport goods and services easily. I think if these basic things are provided, you naturally just see life improving. A lot of businesses that could exist don't exist because we don't have this thing, and those businesses would exist if we had them, and they would employ a lot of people. They'll put food on people's tables, and life will overall get easier.
A better Cameroon for me would be a place with existent and practical, favorable social and economic policies that prioritize the well-being of the populations. I'm talking about a nation that stands on three pillars: education, improved standards of living, and access to good healthcare facilities. Education means just giving each child, be it boy or girl, the possibility and the opportunity to go to school and to learn, because through this we begin to combat unemployment, we begin to combat poverty, and we begin to combat low standards of living.
A better Cameroon is a Cameroon where all basic utilities are available and stable. Stable internet, stable electricity, and water supply. There are a lot of things that make life difficult when you don't have these things. For example, if you don't have good internet, there is a lot you cannot do. There's a lot you cannot do online. If you don't have stable electricity. There are a lot of businesses you can't even run if you don't have good water supply. It just makes life difficult. I personally believe what we call black man time is just a side effect of how unpredictable our society is. We live in a non-deterministic society. You cannot tell somebody, I will see you at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and be sure that you'll be there at 8 a.m. There's a lot that can go wrong. You can get up in the morning and there's no electricity to iron your clothes to go there early. Or suddenly there's no water to bathe and you have to start delaying to look for water. Before you know it, you're late. So if we have good internet, good electricity and water, that is a better Cameroon.
And healthcare is the priority, because with no health, there's nowhere we can go. And Cameroon is known for its poor health service, poor health infrastructure, and poor facilities. This means improving all of this.
I would say a better justice system. In a Cameroon that is really better or improved, we should have a good justice system. The law should work. I mean, that's how you know a society is deterministic. If the law says ABC, and then in the real life ABC happens to you, then the consequences that the law prescribes should be what obtains. That way, everyone knows the consequence of their actions, and society is really predictable, and a lot of things can go easy. You can really know that, all right, if I take step 1, 2, 3, I will have this result. You can know if I want to start a business and I do this, I'll succeed. But when the justice system does not work, you can't predict. You can do the right thing and still fail. You can do the right thing and still end up in trouble. You can do the wrong thing and succeed. So it's just non-deterministic, and the country becomes difficult.
A better Cameroon is a country where the churches go beyond just impacting in their little four walls, and start impacting directly, having a big say and leading opinions in things that has to do with social standards, morals, laws, politics, finance.
A better Cameroon where everyone lives and there is no war, there is no northwest southwest armed conflict, where everyone lives in peace and harmony, where you are satisfied with what you've given to the country and what the country has given back to you. I'm looking at that better Cameroon where the democratic principles are being respected, where we go to polls and we elect those we want to be in power, and the legal system is independent and decides on who has won and who has not won. That is the kind of Cameroon I'm looking at.
A better Cameroon is a country where business and entrepreneurship and innovation is not only supported but also sponsored directly. A better Cameroon is a country with less corruption. I rightly said less because corruption cannot be 100% eradicated, but you can only lessen the degree to which people are corrupt. A better Cameroon is a country where the interest of the nation as an entity is supreme over the interest of a politician or the interest of some agenda. A better Cameroon is a country where more opportunities are given to individuals to explode with their talents and their capacities. A better Cameroon is a country where the leaders are inspirations to the young generation, not only giving hope with words, but giving hope by inclusion, including them in diverse processes that has to do with the growth of the nation.